Welcome back, Warriors. I'm your Quartermaster yet again, and it is great to see y'all. Welcome to the 17th video of my Weapon Workshop series. In this tutorial series, I look at all the relevant statistics for all the weapons we're supplied with for this 2042 conflict. Mind you, some of the info on the weapon crates ain't exactly accurate, so that's why I'm here, to test them out for you and get the most accurate info available. On top of gathering info, I also give y'all my 3 suggested builds taking the field for dealing with all manner of combat situations. Today we'll be taking a look at our third sidearm, the American M44 Revolver. The M44 Revolver is based off the Taurus M44 and fires the 44 Magnum rounds from a 6-round cylinder at a rate of roughly 70 rounds per minute. These rounds are reloaded via speed loader as opposed to reloading each round individually. This is even the case if your weapon isn't empty. Good rounds are simply ejected and saved for later. The slower rate of fire, even slower than that of the government 4570, means that you need to make each shot count. Best way to do this with headshots, but we'll get to that in a minute. From 0 to 100 meters, we deal 60 damage to the body. Next, from 101 meters and beyond, we deal only 35 damage. The headshot multiplier for this weapon is a flat 2, meaning that with headshots, only 1 shot is needed to kill out to 100 meters. After that, you'll still need 2 shots to kill. With this in mind, our TTK for this weapon ranges from 857 to 1714 milliseconds. Landing a headshot will reduce your time to kill to 0, making these numbers fall between, well, 0 and 857 milliseconds. Seeing as this is a sidearm, you really shouldn't be using it beyond 100 meters anyway, but remember, a headshot out that far, it will still require a second shot to kill. This sidearm also has access to armor-piercing rounds, just what you need in your backup weapon. These rounds also fire at the same 70 rounds per minute, but they deal less damage to infantry. To vehicles, these rounds deal 1.8 damage to jeeps, and tanks mean that we can wrap up a whopping 11 damage per reload on a vehicle. Not exactly worth it. With these rounds from 0 to 9 meters, we still deal our base damage of 60, something that is very uncommon with this type of ammo. Next, from 10 to 39 meters, damage drops to 35. Lastly, we reach our minimum damage of 26 at just 40 meters. That means with these rounds, you'll need to be within that 9 meter range to get a one-shot headshot. Using these numbers, the AP rounds have a TTK between 857 and 2,571 milliseconds. A truly terrible time to kill value. Landing a headshot will change these numbers to be between 0 and 1,714 milliseconds. Just like with the lever-action rifle, the M44 Revolver fires slow enough that your aim will recenter after every shot, meaning that this weapon essentially has no recoil to speak of. However, unlike the lever-action, the M44 has no attachments to mitigate this recoil in any way. There is only the factory barrel option available. Same goes for the HIPFIRE, there is no laser option. However, despite the larger than average HIPFIRE reticle, this weapon has surprisingly tight HIPFIRE control, at least it did at 5 meters where I tested this. Again, just as with the other cowboy weapon, the government 4570, there is only one build for this weapon, and it's the Ranger. This weapon starts out with the TV 2x optic for an enhanced zoom at the cost of ADS speed. We next use the standard high-powered rounds for the impressive one-shot headshot kill range, and we end with the mandatory factory lower mounts and barrel. HQ sure didn't give us many options on this one, did they? The Ranger is the perfect complement sidearm for any shotgun or SMG user. It allows for an instant kill out to 100 meters, a task that is made much easier through the use of the 2x optic, and that's a great range when the primary weapons you're using have an effective range of just shy of 40 meters. If you're using this weapon with any other weapon class, then just why? Sure, it's got the high skill requirement to land those headshots consistently, but even then, you've got limited ammo, a terrible rate of fire, and a slower reload than most every other pistol. It's a specialty weapon for special situations. However, if you're just a regular ground pounder like most of us, you can do much better by just utilizing the G57 or the MP28. And there you have it, folks, all the stats you need to know and the best build to properly utilize your high-risk, high-reward American M44 Revolver. My only build, the Ranger, is arguably the best build for the M44. It makes use of its only useful ammo type and stretches out our visual engagement range with the 2x optic, making those important headshots all that much easier to land. I did my best to get the most accurate stats on my personal test of this weapon with Corporal Mad Kilo. So with that, what do y'all think of the M44? Do you like it, or do you think it's absolute garbage like I do? Let me know down below. And so if I did a good job today with this briefing, be sure to leave me a like and subscription to show the major that you want more statistical briefings just like this one. And with that, I've been your Quartermaster, and until next time, I will see you later.